Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. I have two great guests joining me this evening. I have Mission Road, and if you guys would like to say your name, that would be great.
I'm Christina Alexander.
I am Elliot Simon. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Doing just great. Thank you. Thank you for having us on.
You're welcome. So, all right. So, I would like to start by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to be.
Well, we are a country band based out of Harpers Ferry, West Virginia.
Okay.
And we've been working together about 3 years. He's the songwriter. And we just released our first album called All I Want to Say. And we're really excited about it.
All right. And is you said West Virginia, right?
Yes.
Is that where you grew up?
No, I grew up in Gaithersburg, Maryland, actually.
Okay. All right.
And I grew up in New York City.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So Mission Road was formed in the summer of 2021. Can you tell us, like, how did Mission Road come about?
Okay. Well, we were going to the same church in Northern Virginia, and a mutual friend introduced us. And I was playing keyboard in the band for the church. And we exchanged phone numbers and all that. And I kind of filed it in the back burner and thought nothing more of it. And then we ran into each other again at this restaurant and bar on the mountain where we both live. She lives on one end of the mountain. I live on the other end of the mountain. And ran into her and I said, "Aren't you that lady that I met in church?" She said, "Yep." I chased her out you can tell that story.
Yeah, so we kind of like chit-chatted, and then like I wasn't sitting with them. I finished my meal and I was like, all right, I'm out of here. Didn't say goodbye to anybody. And he catches me walking out to my car, and here Elliot comes running after me like some creep asking me for my phone number. And I'm like, this is kind of like awkward. So anyway, I gave him my phone number thinking I'm never going to hear from this person. Like, because that happens a lot when you're a musician and people want to get together and just jam out. You never hear from them again.
Right.
Well, I never heard from him again because he wrote down my phone number incorrectly.
I transposed 2 digits, and we ran into each other again in the same place. Mm-hmm. And finally got it all right. I finally called her. She came over. It's my rehearsal studio, and we started, she started singing, I started playing, and the rest is history.
All right. And so how did you guys come up with the name of Mission Road?
I was living on a street called Mission Road, and we were tossing ideas back and forth, and we were trying to figure out what we were going to call ourselves. And Elliot was kind of leaning towards Elliot and Christina or Simon and Alexander, and I'm like, get a little bit more creative. And then all of a sudden, we're like, what about Mission Road? Because we're on a mission. I lived on Mission Road at the time, and we're just stuck.
All right, cool. All right. So do only Elliot writes, you don't write?
I do write, but we don't work on my stuff yet. And we're going to start writing together soon.
Yeah, we've got some ideas for songs, but so far it's been me. I've been writing songs since I can remember. And so we've got a catalog of songs to go through, but I can't wait to start writing some songs with Christina.
All right. So do either one of you guys play an instrument?
I'm the keyboard player.
Okay.
And Christina, she sings. And when we went to the studio, we discovered, in fact, the engineer was amazed. He was looking at the waveforms as she's playing tambourine. And he said, how does she stay exactly on beat? Look at the computer. And she is exactly on beat through the whole song.
I have perfect rhythm.
Never been able to do a one take in my studio with somebody playing the tambourine. So she's really got quite a sense of tempo and beat.
And I learned how to play the Latin claves and those little egg shaker things. And I didn't even know that I was able to do all of that. So it was really cool.
Oh, that is neat. All right. And so how many genres would you say that you sing?
Well, we're primarily country, but we have influences of roots rock, blues, and pop. I come from a musical family myself. My father was a songwriter, and my mother was a singer. And Christina?
And my dad was a pianist, and my great grandfather was a professional organist. So we both come from music.
Yeah.
All right.
And I grew up playing the flute for like 8 years of my life. And so I know a little bit about the woodwinds, but I can't figure out how to strum upwards on the guitar to be able to play a song correctly. So I just leave all of that to him.
But yeah, you can
All right.
tambourine just fine.
This is true.
So is music something that you both always knew that you wanted to do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been my calling since I was a little girl.
I've been involved with music all my life. When I was in New York, I used to play the clubs in Greenwich Village. When I've been out here in West Virginia for more than 20 years, so I've been playing with one group or another. Started out actually kind of like a folky, folk music, but then went into rock and roll, and now I'm in country. But I've been listening to country music all my life. I love it.
Yeah. I always knew I wanted to be a singer, and now having the opportunity to do that, I'm living a dream.
All right. Have you guys done many performances?
Oh yeah, we play. We played in dozens and dozens of venues around here. We play out like 5-6 times a month. We've slowed down a little bit now because we want to do a push on getting our album out there. We want to kind of move on from the bars and the restaurants and stuff like that, and start playing concerts.
Okay.
So because really at these venues they want to hear songs that they know, and so if you're doing original material, you kind of like have to figure out how to get that to that next level and down that path.
Okay. So I take it you're planning to tour?
Yeah, we've done a little touring.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the new album.
Okay. It's got 13 tracks on it.
I'll show you the cover of it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Oh, the screen's adjusting. So. That's wild.
It's got 10 of my songs. There are 2 covers, and the 13th song, it's a cover, but it was written by my dad. So and that song was actually recorded by Nat King Cole originally, and it went up to number 14 on the charts back in the early 60s, like around 1963.
Okay.
So
you want to talk about a song that's hard to cover? Nat King Cole was one of the greatest of all time, and here Elliot's father wrote that song. He recorded it, and then when Elliot gave me a chance to learn that song, I'm like, I can't sing like Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole was he back then. He hadn't had much chart action for a few years, and so he was looking. He saw that Ray Charles was having such success singing country music that Nat King Cole decided to go into a studio and start recording country-like songs. So in the same session that he did Dear Lonely Hearts, my dad's song, he also did Ramblin' Rose. Okay. So, and that actually, they released that one first, and that was a big hit. And my dad's song did very well too. So.
Okay. All right. So what are some of the some upcoming, things that we could look forward to?
You want to take that one? Well, like I said, we want to do concerts.
Yeah, we want to start, traveling more, going on tour, doing concerts, playing, hour and a half sets of our stuff, and then throw in a couple covers that we really love to do. and we want to promote our album as much as possible and just get our music out into the world.
Okay. And so when you're playing like at the local, like the venues, is it that you can't play your music? They want to, is that what it is?
We do about 3 of our songs per set. Normally we have 3 sets, so we sneak them in there.
Okay. Okay.
For 10, out of a 10-song set, we can get to do 3, sometimes even 4. At the wineries, the audiences are pretty receptive to pretty much anything you want to play, as long as they like how you sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
All right.
it's just the bars.
Yeah, the bars, people come out to dance and they want all upbeat music, and we do have some upbeat music, but it's there's also a lot of ballads and duets and stuff like that. And people that are drinking at the bar want to dance. They're like, play some rock and roll.
Got it. All right. So let the viewers know where they can find you, where they can hear your music.
We've got a website that's under construction that's going to be up soon, and that's missionroadmusic.com. You can find us on Facebook at Mission Road Duo. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube, Twitter. Yeah. Our handle all across social media is at Mission Road Duo. Our music is available
on Spotify,
on all streaming platforms,
Apple Music, Amazon.
Okay.
Deezer.
Yep. iTunes, all of them. Yep.
Our album's even on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
Everywhere.
Well, I would like to thank you for dropping by and sharing your music, your journey, with us. And you guys have a great night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms.
You're
Elizabeth.
welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
we really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right.